Hello, Paula. Glad you can make it. I almost didn't make it, but I'm here. I just uploaded a video. I was trying to upload of the Kodak Black. I don't know if you heard about it. He got shot, like in the leg. Like 3 other people got shot. Well, I looked at the video. I watched the video of it and was able to make it clear. And I'm gonna upload it now, though. Oh, y'all might hear my son too. He's up. His loud, but he's still up. So. Let me just see if it'll let me add this video. Yeah, the Kodak Black, when he got shot in the leg. Like I was looking at the video and I was like, oh shit, I see the shooter like really clear. So I was like, well damn, I might as well just show it, and that's what is going on right now, is that's uploading. But I know we looked at this the other night, and I know Selena Gomez, that shit's been on my mind ever since the other night. Like, I can't get it off my mind for some reason. Like, I searched like, hello Dava, glad you can make it. Well, I'm sorry, I can't believe I call you Dava. It was so close. It is like D-Love. I'm sorry, D-Love. That's my fault. I can't believe I did that. It's been a long day. I almost didn't make it here live. Wait for some people to get in. But yeah, I was thinking about, the whole Selena thing, and I was just like, why did they show us this person when really it wasn't them? When they really weren't the ones. You know what I mean? It's like, if they're not the one, if she's not the one, then why did you show us this person? Why? If it was a lie, what are they covering up? That's what I can't get over. Y'all might hear my son. He's a ornery, but people ain't go to sleep. But, and we know for a fact that, we looked this up. You cannot have a kidney transplant and have your kidney come out your leg. You know, it don't work like that. I'm sorry. It just don't. You can't have, you know what I mean, a kidney come through your leg, come out your leg. Come on. I don't know. It just, that shit there just don't make sense to me. Alright, let me publish that. Alright. Yeah, I just, right now, just uploaded a video that showed the shooter in the Kodak Black. But, you know what I mean? This Selena shit just thrown me. Like, I couldn't believe it. Like, when I looked at it, I was like, there's no way. And then I look, and then she has a picture like this in the beginning. Why did you change your story up? Why did you say? Because this is her. Look, 296 million followers. Selena Gomez. This is her. And you know what I mean? Like 10 million likes. Wow. Can I get 10 million likes? That'd be straight. What? That'd be crazy. And then she showed this picture. But then her friend got this. This is her friend. This is her friend's scar. And Selena's was from 3 years after surgery. This wasn't even a year after surgery. So how does that work? I know you couldn't. There's no way they pulled a kidney out of that birthmark. I was looking at my youngest son today, and he's got a birthmark. Looks just like that, but his is like right about here. But it looks just like that, exactly like that. Look, I had to zoom in 800%. That's 800% zoomed in. And it even looks like edited shit, but so why lie and cover it up? Is my point. Why lie and cover it up and say this person gave you a kidney? The only reason why I can think of is because you don't want us to know who you got your kidney from. Why lie about her giving it to you? Because obviously she didn't. There's no way that she did if that's her scar. And she says that's her scar. 2 weeks ago, of the year, related Selena, let's see. Amanda, okay. Oh wait, it's up here, I bet. Yeah. Uh-oh. There we go. Looking healthy and happy on the red carpet. In the Blackish spinoff. The actress wore blah 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 blah. But if you look closely, you can see a small scar on her left, on the upper left part of her stomach where the incision was made. That's an incision? That's a big difference from my incision. I know that. My incision's way different than that incision. That's not an incision. That's a birthmark, by the way. I believe that's a birthmark. All day, every day. If it looked like a duck, and it walked like a duck, and it waddled like a duck, and it quacked like a duck, and it's a duck. And if they lie about their kidneys, and it look like they lie about their kidneys, and they hiding shit about their kidneys, then they lying about their kidneys. They lying. Where did you get it from, Selena? I know y'all gonna fuck with me over this video. I wasn't gonna do this, but I did have. We're gonna get to the other part, but I just been. I can't get it out my head. Like, it's just so much of a coincidence. Selena Gomez is in Chicago when she had all of a sudden is rushed to the hospital in Chicago with kidney failure. Google it. She was rushed while she was in Chicago at a concert. The guy's name was The Weeknd. That was the name of the guy whose concert it was. It was his. And she ended up, I think, dating him. And if they were best friends for 9 years, why? How come we don't ever see nothing with them like from 8 years ago or seven or anything from like 5 years ago, three? Or we do see from three, but from when they did it though, is what I'm talking about. Like all we see is pictures of them, like right up uh, like until she's in the hospital bed, and then afterwards, and then the very next year in 2018 they have a falling out, and there's two different things. One was this girl's name's Francia Raja, I believe. She got pissed at Selena because she said that her fake kidney that she gave her, that Selena wasn't treating it right. That's what she said. She said that she was drinking excessively and just wasn't doing right with her kidney, and she didn't like that. Even though she didn't give her a kidney, she felt like that was her reason. Even though you didn't give her a kidney, you're mad at how she's doing with Kenneka's kidney. It's not your kidney. You lie. I can look you in the eyes and tell you, look me in the eye. You did not give her a kidney. I just said it with a straight face in her eyes without blinking. That's how serious I am, yo. You did not give Selena Gomez a kidney. Who did? Look, she knows. See, look, that's the face of. I got paid a lot of money to say that I was Selena's friend and say that I gave her a kidney. I got paid a lot of money by the higher ups. And guess what? I'm not a drug addict. Wasn't the person who donated the kidney a drug addict? Because in the beginning, I could have sworn they were a drug addict. This person was never a drug addict. She's had a successful career in all kinds of shows. One of them being one that my old lady watched. My wife used to watch The Secret Life of American Teenager. I watched it. Just like she watches stuff that, you know what I mean? She'll watch things that she don't want to watch that I watch, and I watch things that I don't want to watch. But I kind of like that show. It was all right. I didn't mind watching that one. But she was in it, and she did good. She was a good actor or actress, just like she was with this fake ass kidney shit. And please tell me who looks like this after surgery. I know after surgery, the very first day, I was out of it, y'all. I was out of it. And she was only in the hospital for 4 days in recovery. Same as me. And the very first day, I was out of it still from the anesthesia. Like, I was like in and out, like sleeping, and then when I was up, I was in so much pain I could barely move. I just was just like moving barely all around, and oh, it sucked. I was in so much pain, and The second day, still, I was in pain. Third day, even till the day I came home, I was in pain. Yeah, I might have laughed, with the with one of the nurses or something, But I was, these two look like they just, it looks edited. It looks like they just made her face like all pale, and her eyes look like she's all sickly. And look, she's all smiling. She's like a little 11-year-old girl. I bet you she got pedophiles that love her because she looks like a little. Just look at her. She looks like a little girl. Oh, how old was she when she had a kidney? How old is she right now? Maybe she was like real, real little. But who's smiling like that? Okay, I understand. Yeah, you guys are, but girl, you do not know her like that. I'm sorry. For my own life, I had to have part of my large intestine removed to save my life. And it was hard for me to do that because I knew that I had to have major surgery. And I did not want to have that. I knew I was going to be in so much pain. It was going to be miserable afterwards. And it was hard for me to do. And it was for me to save my own life. So don't sit here and bullshit and lie to me and tell me a co-star on a show that you were on, all of a sudden you guys have been friends for 9 years out of nowhere. Yeah, we've been friends for 9 years. I'm going to donate. And then this is another thing. She didn't tell nobody, neither did she. Nobody. They still won't tell us an exact date that she had it done. But it was in September, around the 14th, is when she came out of the hospital. I believe she had surgery around the 10th or the 11th, is when she had surgery. And I believe she came out of the hospital around the 14th or 15th of September. Because the weekend concert was on the 15th, which was the Friday, I believe. I can't remember correctly, but she was there, and it was like on a Thursday. She had to get rushed to the hospital of kidney failure. She was down the days that she was gonna, she had to live if she didn't find the kidney. And she was on the kidney transplant for a very, very long time, just never found a donor. So how you would be like, how would they get a match that fast? The only thing that I can come up with, and I've heard this a lot, that there was more than one girl killed. All right, I've heard this a lot throughout this whole case, that there was more than one girl killed. I don't know if it's true. I just know that I've heard it a lot. So, if that is true, I can see that happening. Imagine, all right, Selena Gomez comes into the hospital. I don't know what hospital she went to, but I'm going to guess it was probably somewhere around Rosemont, because that's where she got her organ from Crown Plaza. But imagine, okay, Selena Gomez goes into this small town in Chicago that is known. I know one thing, she had the best luck. She couldn't have been in a better place to have kidney failure. For real, she couldn't have been in a better state, a better place to have it, because for money, people will do a lot of shit, and they will do it fast, because they had to do it fast. She was about to die. The dialysis machine's not gonna, you can't just live off of them. And who knows if they could have even kept her alive. She was literally down to days. Her mom was going crazy. I remember it. I've read articles on it. This person never. She only told like two or three people in her inner circle that she was gonna donate a kidney, but she never even told her friends who she was gonna give the kidney to. All she said, this was like a day or two before she does it. She tells a few people in her inner crowd that she's donating a kidney, but she did not tell them who. Selena Gomez was with Justin Bieber for like almost a decade. They got together in like 2003, and they ended up around 2000, 2003, and they ended up breaking up around 2018, 2019. So almost a decade they were together. She had her transplant around a year before her and Justin Bieber broke up. But they were together for almost a decade. She never even told Justin Bieber when she got it done. He found out afterwards on the news. Same thing with her people. They didn't tell anybody. And you mean to tell me that you're gonna tell this person, hey, you have a match for Selena Gomez, and this is such a wonderful thing that you're doing for her. The first thing she's gonna do is call up Ellen DeGeneres, Conan O'Brien, Jay Leno, the with Whoopi Goldberg in it. She's gonna call every talk show, every late night show, and she's gonna promote her spinoff that she had at the time, which was called Blackish, I'm sure. And she would have went on and talked on there about giving her a kidney, because everybody would have been like, "Oh, that is so nice," and people eat that shit up, and she would have loved that. She didn't tell nobody because they told her not to. Because at first she was not even the original person that they picked for her to have the damn kidney even transplanted. It was a different person who was a drug addict. It looked nothing like this person. But now all of a sudden it's this person, and we've seen what their kidney looks like. So there's no way that she just wouldn't tell people. Same thing with her. You didn't even tell Justin Bieber, your boyfriend. And then all of a sudden in 2018, y'all have a falling out over Justin Bieber. It sounds like to me like y'all made that shit up because y'all were never really friends in the first place. So you guys got to make it look like you're not friends because you're out and about and you're not together. Because you're not really friends. So you're not going to be seen together. And if you're friends, you're going to be seen together. But you guys are never seen together before or really afterwards. This is like the only picture we see of y'all after the transplant. And I don't believe this shit's so fake. Look at the hospital beds are different. If they're in the same hospital, wouldn't the beds be the same? Because I know the hospital I was at, all the rooms had the same beds, the same machines. Everything was the same. This, Selena looked like she... Let's just look at this picture. Like, look where this girl... Like, look at how this is. Where they at, for one? And why is there only one machine? Look, she's hooked up to this machine, right? Come on, they're both hooked up to the same machine. Come on, look. Look. Here, These fake ass little nose piece things they got in. All these little fake ass wires and all this shit, this fake ass shit that they got. The fake little bandages. There ain't even, like, okay, they got it right there. And then look where it's running to. Right here to this machine. Okay? This machine. Let's watch this one. Damn, how come she got all kind of wire? Oh, I guess because she got more money, so she gets treated better. I bet you every other one of them lines are for pain medication. She got one pain medication because she ain't got no scar or nothing. All she did was show her birthmark, so you don't really need pain medication. She had Kenneka's kidney put off in her, so. But I don't think it was around this time because this shit here, nobody's like this after surgery. I don't care if it's 4 days, 5 days, a week or two. Up to like 6 weeks, your ass is gonna be just like definitely not like. Thanks for your fake kidney. You can leave now. Thanks. I'll pay you. But just like I was saying, like, look at this. Look where it goes to. Up, around, and this is hers going into this machine. How are two people on one machine? And why does it look like she's just in the corner somewhere in a storage room? And why is her bed so much better and comfortable looking than this? Look, her bed even got a rail. Where's your rail? Let's look at the print on the okay, they got the same gowns on at least, it looks like. There's a pocket there. I don't know. Look at all these wires though. And this one's got what? One? That's fake. There ain't even nothing there. She got it covered up. Because she got one wire going around her nose and up into this machine like she just had her kidney removed. Bullshit. That is bullshit. Don't believe it. That lady did not give no kidney at all. So why are you covering it up? Why are they covering it up? Because I'm telling you, this right here is not a scar from having your kidney removed. I'm sorry, it's not. I ain't checked the chat at all. Let me go check the chat. Do we even got anybody here? Yeah, we got a few. Glad everybody can make it. Paranormal Kathy. Glad you can make it. Jennifer, Drea, Leilani. If there's any more that I missed. Not sure. I think that's everybody. Alright, let's get off of this. I really didn't want to even really go on to this, but it was just on like my mind and like, you know, it's like, oh yeah, Pamela. Hello, Pamela. I just noticed. Carol, glad you can make it. But yeah, I wasn't gonna, even go on to this because I didn't want to really to mess with Latoya. Hello. Do I think Kenneka's? Do I think Kenneka's organs was taken? Yes, I do. I believe that cold-heartedly. I believe that 100%. I do. I believe if there was more than let's say there's more than one person that was killed, like people say. For one, let's just say this. UK, you got Selena Gomez, okay? She comes to your hospital. She's having organ failure. Because she was in Chicago when she had an organ failure, like I said. So she went to the hospital. She has all this money. She can't take this money with her. It wouldn't be hard for her to say, look, here's a check. Write the amount. You write the amount for, whatever, to these higher ups. And they can make that shit happen like it ain't nothing. And the way they could got a matches, they could have just been knocking. Who knows how they got the match? All the females, they if they killed more than one female, they could have been down there checking blood. I don't know, but I know it's I don't believe in too many coincidences like that. Like you're in Chicago, you had to go to the hospital in Chicago. You got like days to live. You're about to die. You've been on the donor list forever, but no one's ever. You haven't had any luck with that. And then all of a sudden, when you got days to live, old co-star host all of a sudden has a match for you, uh, and is willing to go under the knife and have major surgery and give you her kidney, and then afterwards show us some fake ass scar, which I don't believe is real. There's a reason why they covered it up. I don't know if it was for because of Kenneka, if that's, but it's around the same time that Kenneka was killed. Do I think maybe the higher ups could have said stuff to the ones that are, in the gangs to, hey, we need. I don't know how people are. People do weird things. People do sick things out there. People are capable of doing anything, especially when there's money involved, and a lot of it. They could have told them people to go out and just get people to Crown Plaza and as many females, and that's why you hear Bree say we got two girls, we got two of them, and who knows, they might have been bringing girls because they checked in. I believe around the 6th. That's why Teresa said, "Oh, look, there's a ticket that's here from the 6th." My daughter was here on the 6th, or wasn't here on the 6th, because they've been sitting there from the 6th setting people up. Having who knows how many girls they set up at that hotel. We just know of Kenneka. They could have. They were setting up there since the 6th from like the 10th. As soon as Kenneka found out, look how quick the room was cleaned. They cleaned it immediately. They cleaned that room, y'all. Immediately. And then I look at pictures and shit, and I see all this shit like, and I've seen pictures that I have looked at myself and could tell that Kenneka got scars. Let's just she got scars that look like now you ain't gonna see these nowhere else because no one else has ever done them, but I've shown them before. I think I've even done a video on it. This might be it here, White Moose. Oh wait, hold on. Trying to find it. All that paperwork shit edited, they edited all that shit. I know y'all can hear my son in the background back there. Yeah, he won't go to sleep at all. No, not that one. No, I got him somewhere. Right here. This is like, this isn't like a real clear one, but it was one. This one you can't really, you can tell a little bit. This that was from right there. That's where that's at. But I got other ones that were clear. got 3 heads. Hold on. Oops. Damn it, I didn't mean to do that. This guy right here. Let me see. This might have it. These pictures just show how wrong they did it. Look at this. You can see a hip is like fucked up right there. How dirty this shit looks. Where's the stars at, y'all? Where's the stars at? I know y'all remember seeing the stars. Where the stars at? And I'm telling you, let me see. Back up. Let me show you how I know. Hold on. Alright. Just give me 1 second, y'all. To show y'all how she really be looking, how she really was looking. Back up some. You can, on one of them, I had doing, you was able to see real good though, where they cut it. Look at the blood, I think. I think there's be blood out here. But I did a better picture of it like that. Look, no stars. Look, this is without any filter. Like, you can just tell something ain't right here. And this is with nothing. I ain't done nothing to it. Let me find the ones. Oh no, I can't. I know I have pictures though. I got videos that I did. Hold on. Look. Why we see stars, y'all? Why we see stars now? See that shit? Look, 1 star, 2 star. Why we see 2 stars? We just sat there and watched it and there was no stars, right? Or am I wrong? And let me show you where I see the. Look at her foot. That ain't normal. Look, they got a star. Look at that shit. Perfect stars. Star. Look at the star. Look at this tattoo. It looks like it's faded. It looks like it was drawn in with a fucking pen. Look at this shit. What was that? Drawn with a pen? And don't that like type of star like represent some kind of symbolism or some shit? I'm just saying. And somebody drew them on her, y'all. Look at that. Somebody drew them on her. And look, here go the holes. They got them holes around it. Why would somebody draw stars on her back? And I don't know what that is. But look, that's not real. What is that? That ain't no tattoo. Look, where's the ink? Hit the like button, man. Hit the like button. We just saw her back, and there was no fucking stars, right? And look how different this. Look, even this one looks like. Look at this. I know people that got tattoos from jail that did not look this bad. Look, there's like a hole right there. Look at that shit. This shit look fake. Somebody drew fucking stars and shit on her. What is that, like some symbolism or some shit? Let me just keep that. Look how clear they look now. Now look how clear they look. How they look different now? How's that work? Somebody please tell me how that works. Oh, what's this right here on her arm? What's that, y'all? See that? There's some shit right here that look like happened. Right there on her arm. Telling y'all, they edited all this shit. All the photos they got out, they edited. Let me get it off this picture. They edited the shit out of. I've seen pictures with my own eyes, and I've done with my own eyes, and I've seen the scars. And they look just like the one that Selena Gomez had, the very first one that she showed. So, yeah, 100% without a doubt, I believe they took this girl's organ, and that's why the hotel is even in on it. Other than that, they wouldn't give two fucks. They made a lot off of them organs. Imagine Selena Gomez comes there with a check. Here, sign it. You put in whatever you want. I just need to live. You can have all my money if I live. So it wouldn't be nothing for the higher up gang members, the one that are telling all these other ones what to do, to tell them to go and get as many females as y'all can. So get them to Crown Plaza, and we'll do the rest. And that's why you see a lot of the bigger ones hanging out at Crown Plaza. They're like, we'll do the rest. And they get them down there in the basement. They probably check their blood, do whatever it is they got to do real fast. And then, you know, if they don't match, they kill them. If they match, who knows how many females they killed that night. And who knows, it might only took 2 or 3 females before they found a match. Or one. And shit, Kenneka might have been the first one they checked, and she might have had it. And been a match. And that might have been why they've been after her. Who knows? They could have got a blow out. Who knows? There's so many theories. But the only thing that I can think of on why the hotel itself would get involved in this and have anything to do with it is because there was money for them to be made involved in it. And that was through Selena Gomez. Selena Gomez gave a lot of money to be alive because she was about to die. She was down to days, literally days, before she was about to die. And I know if that was me, you can have all my money if you can find me a kidney. And you can have all of it. All my money. And shit. All it took was a few of them just to get a few of them to Crown Plaza, then get them down there in the hotel, and then the hotel get them down there to the basement, and then you already know they go to work. As soon as they found out that Kenneka was a match, zzz, did whatever it is they did, got it out, and I believe she had to be alive for that shit. That's crazy. And then they killed her. Why else would the hotel get involved? Why else? There's only one reason why the hotel would get involved, and that's because they made money off of it somehow. Somehow they made money. And how are they going to make money off of a 19-year-old girl that dies in their hotel when they're going to get sued? Because they didn't really think that it was going to go out like this. But I don't even know if how much they paid. They might have gave Teresa $50,000 and she took it. Who knows? And they could have got, who knows? They could have got millions off of Selena. She had 296 million followers on Instagram. I'm sure she could spare a few million for her life. And then here you go. Here's a few, some money for y'all. Why else would the hotel get involved? That's all I'm saying. Like, there's only one way, only one reason, and that's because of the damn money. And how else are they gonna make money off of a dead 19-year-old healthy black female? How else? Look at this motherfucker sitting right here. See him? Somebody right there. So how are they gonna make money off of somebody like that? There's only one way. She's dead. It's not like you can traffic her and stuff like that, sex traffic. All you can do is take her organs. And if she has the right organ, then price is not an object, like that, or not a problem. Like, Selena got the money. She just needs the kidney. Y'all see this right here? The clothes hanger right there look like, which ain't really nothing. I don't know what the fuck this shit is. But y'all see this motherfucker sitting right here? That's what I tell y'all. This should be edited as fuck, yo. They edit everything. I know y'all see him right now. Just whoever the hell he is, just sitting there. Chit chat out. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all check out Bill Murray too. Bill Murray, her and Bill Murray are friends. They became friends when they did a movie back in, I believe it was 2016. They did a movie together and became good friends ever since then. And she just so happened to be in Chicago when she has kidney failure. And there's Bill Murray. Hey, I have a restaurant in Crown Plaza Hotel that specializes in organs. Yeah. We either kill people and take their organs, or if there are, if they're about to die, we'll take whatever, I just need to know what type of kidney you need. Just tell me what type, and I'll have my people get on that. Bill Murray probably made a chunk off of that shit. And then why she want to come out with a music video with Gucci Man where she in a freezer and it look like Crown Plaza? Come on, y'all. You gotta wake up. Y'all gotta see this shit. Like, these people are twisted. Money walks and wait, money bullshit walks and money talks and bullshit walks. And let me tell you, it was some money being talking around that time. That's a fact. Yeah, it was so I don't know what was up with that video. Yep, Rico. They say he was locked up, but I don't think he was locked up. Yeah, and they had to protect the business because he was just making it, you know what I mean? You can't have that out on the press, you know what I mean? Like, Bill Murray Caddyshack, 19-year-old woman murdered in the kitchen. Who's gonna want to go eat there? Unless they're like some like thrill seekers or something, like them haunted people, the people that go to haunted houses and shit with their little ghost box, like Ghostbusters and shit. Like they have these like little boxes and they like make noises, like static noises every time like they get near electricity or something, and they think it's a ghost, and they're like, and then they'll see like this little. Sometimes it might be. I know. Man, I know for a fact that there's really ghosts and shit out there. Cause man, when I was a kid, where I lived at, there was this real. I lived in like the mountains. I was like the mountains of Pennsylvania, and there was a cemetery, an old ass cemetery. Like I had a field, and then behind the field was nothing but woods. And off to the right was a pond that I used to ice skate on in the winter because it would get snow and it would ice and it would. But behind the pond was this little tiny cemetery. It was a wall like this, really old stone like wall. And inside of this cemetery, I shit you not, there was dates on there of people from like 1807. They had on the tombstones the names, the dates that they were born and died. And there was probably altogether maybe 15 tombstones inside this. There was steps that went up this like little stone wall. There was about 5 or 6 steps you could walk up, and then on the other side there was 5 or 6 steps that you could walk down. And when you walk down, you would be in like the cemetery, inside the graveyard or whatever it is, where all the tombstones are, and you can walk and put flowers on your loved one. Well, somebody kept it up. I don't know who did, but the place was infested with snakes. Like in between the cracks of the walls, because I used to go and stand on top of the wall and run when I was a kid, and it would be infested with snakes. Like, and let me tell you how I know, because I lived maybe a football field away from this cemetery, okay? And inside my house, every time, no matter what, that I go before I go to flip on my light switch in my room, and I won't even touch it. Before I even get to touch it, my light would come on. And the switch wouldn't even go on, but the light would come on. Same thing if I went to go tearing it out. Like sometimes if I had it turned on, and then I go to turn it out before not every single time, but there's a few times. And there was other things that have happened when I was a kid. And I believe it was from whatever's in that cemetery. I've never seen tombstones that had 1800 and something on them. You know that That's that's really old. I don't know who this person is right here, but yeah, let's just see. Couple more. We're just gonna make this one an hour long. That was just bullshit. Oh yeah, like I was saying, make sure y'all check out the video I just put out. I just put it out right before I started this live. It's clear video of the shooter that shot Kodak. Um, I don't know if y'all heard about Kodak Black getting shot, and like two other people got shot. Like three people altogether got shot. But I was able to see clearly the shooter, and I just posted that video if y'all interested in it. I know it doesn't have anything to do with Kenneka or whatever, but it shows plain as day, like the guy's gun. He shot, and he wasn't even looking at what he was shooting at. He was just shooting and looking a whole nother way when he was shooting. It was crazy. And just check out. I was just bullshitting for a little bit. Yeah, it was on YouTube, and I seen a video, somebody's video. I can't remember who it was, but I was able to zoom in, and I seen him shoot. Like he came. Y'all have to check it out, man. Y'all make sure y'all go check that out. I'm gonna get off. I was just on for an hour tonight. I'm glad that everybody that came could make it. Um, I wasn't gonna go live, but I said I changed my mind. I wanted to just talk to y'all for a little bit, see how everybody was doing and everything, and show y'all a few things, and tell you about how the Selena shit is still on my mind. I just can't. It's just too much coincidences for me to just think that she didn't have something to do with. It's weird. I don't know. Nothing. It just don't add up. And I'm trying to find that link, and I'm gonna keep looking. But I'm glad y'all could show up. Um, I'll probably put out a video tomorrow. I'll probably find some more fuckery. But yeah, love y'all. Good night. Be safe. And yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow night. Good night, y'all.